Giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rahakwadash, the honest, the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone. And it's sincere shalom to the Achanes out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. This is going to be an extremely quick video. I'm just going to dive in a little bit of the history of Thanksgiving. And there's a reason why I call it, why most of us call it Thanksgiving, which is today. Okay. Everything about this society. I'm not even just talking about Thanksgiving. I'm talking about everything about this society, all your holidays, and all this other BS. You know what I'm saying? All of these, um, everything about this place is a lie. This is why I call this place just one big simulation because that's all it is. Okay, it's a big lie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with this scripture, and then what I'm going to do, I got an article pulled up on another page. Um, and I'm just going to read off a little bit of and give you an idea of what Thanksgiving is all about. And all I did was Google it. It didn't take me long, right? All I did was Google it. It's really easy. And that's why the Lord gave us the internet. We could say the internet was given to us by Esau Edom, which it was, but through the Spirit of the Lord. The internet. This is why the internet is eventually going to shut down because it's too much information and people are getting smart. All right, or dumber, either one. The Lord created the internet for we're able to teach, reach out to the elect amongst the world. You know what I'm saying, just by sitting in your home doing a video. Anyway, uh, Amos chapter 5 verse 21. It says, I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Okay, you can read up here in these different translations here. I despise your religious festivals. Your assemblies are a stench to me. I hate all your show and pretense, the hypocrisy of your religious festivals and solemn assemblies. I hate and despise your feasts. I take no delight in your solemn assemblies, so on and so on, right? We're going to go into the next verse, okay? Um, it says, though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Okay. Um, we can read it in these different translations as well. It says, even though you bring me burnt offerings and grain offerings, I will not accept them. Though you bring choice fellowship offerings, I will not regard them. Okay. So I will not regard for them. I will not accept your burnt offerings, grain offerings. I won't even notice all your peace offerings. Okay. So you can see here, even in these different translations, man, this is why we always go into different translations as well. People come up to the camp, with their crazy translations or whatever, and we go in the same translation and cut them. It's easy work. Okay, because all these translations talk about the salvation is for children of Israel, right? Anyway, let's go on to verse 23. Take thou away from me, this is King James. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy viol. Right? Because you got every holiday has a like an anthem, like a theme. Okay, away with the noise of your songs. I will not listen to the music of your harps. Away with the noisy hymns of your praise. I will. He sounds very annoyed. It says, I will not listen to the music of your harps. Okay. It says, take from me the noise. Take away from me the noise of your songs. To the melody of your hearts, I will not listen. Okay. So he sounds very, very annoyed, man. It says, take away from me the noise of your songs, right? For I will not hear the melody of your stringed instruments. Okay? Right. Because you could put this harps and stringed instruments. This obviously talking about today too, because that the computerized shit is simulating harps and instruments and stuff like that, drums, instruments and stuff like that. For all you technical people out there that say, see, it ain't taught about today. Everything's computerized. Okay, well, it's still instruments. Okay, Is there to simulate an instrument. Anyway, let's go on to now this article here is a pretty good one. Goes into the a little bit of the things killing type situation. You can see Indian land for sale. Get a home of your own. Easy payments, right? So there's something they put there. So you can read. I could read a little bit of this, up here, but the point I want is right here. Okay, starting at about here. Okay. So it says in 1637, near present day, Groton, Connecticut, over 700. Right. So this is talking about what is present day Connecticut. Over 700 men, women, and children of the, excuse me if I'm not saying this right, it's either the Pequot or the Pequot tribe had gathered for their annual Green Corn Festival, which is so-called our so-called it says here, which is our Thanksgiving celebration. It says the true Thanksgiving is not going to be here. I'm going to be honest. If you want the true Thanksgiving, that's Hebrews 8. If you want the true Thanksgiving, and that's going towards the Israelites, okay, who were slaughtered during this holiday, which is a bit ready to read. It says in the pre-dawn hours, the sleeping Indians were surrounded by English and Dutch mercenaries who ordered them to come outside. Those who came out were shot or clubbed to death, while the terrified women and children who huddled inside the who huddled inside the longhouse were burnt alive. All you got to do is read, man. It says the next day, the governor of Massachusetts Bay Colony declared a day of Thanksgiving. This is why we call it Thanksgiving. It says because 700 unarmed men, women, and children were murdered. You know what? This is a very high risk of getting flagged. You know what I'm saying? This video. So watch it while you can, I guess. Okay. I mean, or Google it while it's up, while the internet is running. All you gotta do is Google it. Okay. I'm just reading straight off a Google article, man. That's all I'm doing. Okay. It says it's right. So this is why they declared it a day of Thanksgiving, because it was giving thanks, right, for the lives and for the land that they stole. Okay, because they believe that they had the right, as Esau usually does. They believe that they had the right, you know what I'm saying, to the lands of America. And you know what? To be honest, the Lord was with them on that, right? Because it was all for our captivity, and it was all for prophecy. So you see what's happening right now. America is not doing so well right now, and America's getting ready to be burnt up. So you can see the Lord got everybody in the trick bag, man. He had us in the trick bag. He got Esau in the trick bag. He got all these other nations in the trick bag, man. Okay. So reading down here in the next paragraph, it says, cheered by their victory, quote unquote victory, the brave colonists and their Indian allies attacked village after village, right? Women and children over 14 were sold into slavery, while the rest were murdered. Boats loaded with a many, I guess it was a typo. I said boats loaded with as many as 500 slaves regularly left. It said regularly. This is what you see in with the jails. You know what I'm saying? Them bus loads in and out, in and out, in and out. Anybody been to jail, you know what I'm saying, would anybody, at least anybody in their right mind that's actually paying attention, would tell you those bus loads in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. All the time, man. Right? So it says boats loaded with as many as 500 regularly left the ports, right, of New England. Bounties were paid for Indian scalps. Okay. So it says bounties were paid for Indian scalps. Okay. To encourage as many deaths as possible. Following going on to the next paragraph, following especially successful raid, following an especially successful raid against the again the again, excuse me, I'm saying this wrong. The Pequot, um, in what is now Stamford, Connecticut, right? The churches announced a second day of Thanksgiving. Okay, because they were killing, so it was a second day of Thanksgiving. Okay, to celebrate victory over the heathen savages. You see how they label Israelites, man. Victory over heathen savages. Okay, is what they call us. It says during the feasting, the hacked off heads. Listen carefully, man. During the feasting today, November 23rd, as of today, right? During the feasting, the hacked off heads of natives were kicked through the streets like soccer balls. This is where they get soccer from. They just explain the origin of soccer. Okay? During the feasting, everybody's eating their turkey, their collard greens, their sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, stuffing, and whatever else you niggas got going on. The ham. If it ain't a turkey, it's gonna be a ham. Or you got both. Everybody celebrating and eating and drinking, having a grand old time, right? During the feasting, the hacked off heads of natives were kicked through the streets like soccer balls. Even the friendly Wampanoag, if I said that right, did not escape the madness. Their chief was beheaded and his head impaled on a pole in Plymouth, Massachusetts, where it remained on display for 24 years. Here's how you know, man. He's a devil, man. When we tell you these motherfuckers is devils, man, this is why we tell you that, man. You know that's Esau, man, because that's what Esau does. Leave us hanging for fucking months and years and shit, man. Right? You people, man. Y'all make me sick. Y'all make me absolutely sick. Right? Israelites. It wasn't until the 1800s with that monkey motherfucker Abraham Lincoln, man, right, made this Thanksgiving Day, right, a so-called national holiday. Not too long ago, the pilgrims, man, the pilgrims brought sickness and all types of other madness to, and then this whole feast that they had, this whole 3-day feast that they had, that the Indians supposedly had with the pilgrims or whatever. That was sickness in itself. That was massacre in itself, man. That wasn't no peace for the Indians. In fact, they went there. It was one day. It was one night they went there because the pilgrims was firing fucking guns and shit, and they went over there thinking that the Indians went over there thinking it was a combat zone. And you know what happened after that, man. You people make me sick, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Do you know the history of it? I just look this up, man. That's all you got to do, and it's more to this. It says the killings became more and more frenzied with days of Thanksgiving feast being held after each successful. So it wasn't only one. Oh no, it wasn't only one. So the killing started becoming more and more brutal. Esau, man. Esau. Everybody talking about the establishment of America and Independence Day and all this other bullshit. That came from Thanksgiving, man. Right? Right? This is crazy. It says the killings became more and more frenzied with days of Thanksgiving feasts being held after each successful massacre. Man, that's ridiculous. George Washington, that flame, finally suggested that only one day of Thanksgiving per year be set aside again instead of celebrating each in every massacre. It's ridiculous, man. It says later, Monkey Abraham Lincoln. You look at a picture of him, man. He looked just like a damn monkey. Monkey Abraham Lincoln, right? This decreed Thanksgiving Day to be a legal national holiday during the Civil War. And what was the Civil War about? For you niggas, man, I swear, man. What was the Civil War about? See, all of this stuff is just one big lie. Okay, that wasn't nothing but what wasn't nothing but a. You know how for example, you remember when was it KFC? I think it was KFC that came out with the donut burger. I mean, yeah, the donut chicken sandwich or whatever. And then you had, but then right after, or was it Popeyes that came out with the chicken sandwich first? Either way, you know how they compete with one another. They come out with this advertisement, then you know the next fast food chain come out with that advertisement, which they all in unison with each other, but they trying to bring the people whatever to wherever. All the North and South were doing was fighting over slaves. While the North was a little more civilized with it, it was still slavery. Slavery is slavery, man. There's no gray area, whether it be brutal or um whether it be more civilized. Slavery is slavery, servitude. Okay, that's all it is. It's servitude. It's just that the Edomites down south were more savage with it. That's all that was. These pilgrims, these so-called these pilgrims were more like the Edomites down south that were doing the hanging, lynching, castration, and all that other bullshit, man. That's those are pretty much like pilgrims. The pilgrims that they teach you who they are. The pilgrims are pieces of shit, right? So what I'm gonna do, that's off of that. This is off of again. I'm gonna stop here on this article. I could even post this in a group, not in a group. So like I could even post this in a description. Okay. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get one last scripture. Okay. This is just to show you, man, how sick Esau is, man. Okay. Let me get one last scripture. I believe it was Psalm 50. Oh, okay. Yeah, 53. I want to say, or was it 58? Let's get 50. I want to say it was 58. Maybe 58 and 3. Let's go to 58 and 3. Yeah, here we go. Psalm chapter 58, verse 3. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born speaking lies. That is Esau all the way. That is Esau all the way. Right? Everybody throwing a turkey and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have no, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have no idea what the hell that shit represents, man. Right? So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, this is an article straight off Google, man. That's all I did was Google it, and it's right there. It's right there. Okay? So, anyway, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Ruach HaKodesh, Shalom.